Hello everyone, this is your video key for your practice on switching between forms for the equations of lines. So we're going from slope-intercept form to standard form and vice versa. And this corresponds to slide number 17 in your linear learning target, or the very last slide of that learning target. Okay, here we go. So the first one here, we're asking to go, this is y equals mx plus b, or slope-intercept form, and they want us to go put this into standard form. So let's remind ourselves what our standard form is, and that is ax plus by equals c. And what's special about this equation? Well, the a value right here, this guy's got to be positive. The b and the c values, those can be negative. That's quite all right. But the a value needs to be positive. And we also want no fractions. No fractions. Because fractions are messy. Anyway, so let's take a look at our equation that we have here. We have y equals 3/4 x plus 2. So we said we don't want any fractions, right? Well, right now I do see a fraction. So how are we going to get rid of that fraction? Well, we're going to multiply the whole equation by our denominator here of 4. So let's go ahead and do that, and that'll get rid of our fraction. So I'm just going to multiply this whole thing by 4. So now this is the distributive property. I'm going to distribute this 4 to the y, and that gives me 4y is equal to, I'm going to distribute the 4 to the 3/4 x. Well, the 4's are just going to cancel, leaving me with just 3x. And then I'm going to distribute the 4 to the positive 2. 4 times positive 2, that's plus 8. Okay, so I have no fractions, check. But now I want both of my x and my y terms, they want to be on the same side of the equal sign over here on the left, according to my standard form. So let's do that, because right now they're on opposite sides. So I need to move my 3x over to the other side. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to use the inverse operation, and I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides. When I do that, the negative 3x and the positive 3x reduce down to 0, just leaving me with 8. And then over here, I have positive 4y minus 3x. Well, the y and the x, those are not like terms, so I can't combine them at all. So I'm just going to leave it as, so I have negative 3x plus 4y. I put the x first and the y second, because that's what the standard form tells me to do. And now I'm almost there, because now I have one final thing. I need to make sure that my a value is positive. Right now it's negative. So how do I do that? Well, I'm just going to multiply the entire equation by -1. And what this does is basically you just go through and you flip all of your signs here. So this is going to turn into positive 3x now. The positive 4y turns into negative 4y, and the positive 8 turns into negative 8. And there we go. Let's take a look. We have ax plus by, x and y, and then our a value is positive. Yep. And then we don't have any fractions. Yep, we are good. Bam. There we go. All right. So now we're going the other way. This time they're giving it to us in standard form, and they want us to go into slope intercept form, which is of course y equals mx plus b. So let's write that down for ourselves. Y equals mx plus b. So now the only thing that we want to make sure is our goal is to get y by itself. We want to get y by itself. So let's write that down for ourselves. Get y by itself. Boom, that's our goal. Okay, so let's take a look at our equation. Right now, y is not by ourselves. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this 2x and I need to put it over onto the other side. Okay, so it's a positive 2x right now. So what I need to do is I need to subtract 2x on both sides. And when I do that, the 2x and the negative 2x cancel out, just leaving me with 3y on the left-hand side of the equal sign. And this way we have 15 minus 2x. Well, 15 and minus 2x, those are not like terms because the 15 does not have an x to go with it. This is just a constant, and this one has a variable. So they are not like terms, so we cannot combine them. So I'm gonna leave them just as they are, and I'm gonna have negative 2x and then plus 15 because I want the x to come first because that's what my slope-intercept form tells me. Great, so we're almost there. But now I see I have 3y over here. So this is 3 times the y value. Well, I want to get the y by itself, so I'm going to do the inverse or the opposite of multiplying by 3, which is dividing by 3. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. Divide by 3. The 3's reduced down to 1, which is just going to leave me y because we never rewrite the 1. We just write the y. And now I have negative 2x divided by 3. Well, when we do that, we have negative 2 divided by 3. I'm just going to leave that as a fraction, which is going to be negative 2/3. So negative 2/3 x. Let me do this in the appropriate color. There we go. Let's just make this blue just for clarity. Negative 2/3 x. And then I also have 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 is positive 5. So then I have positive 5 over here. So my goal was, did I get y by itself? Absolutely. And there we go. That's it. Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5. That's it, guys. I hope this helped. As always, be safe and be healthy. I will see you next time. Bye.